River near Seattle. Two vehicles were crossing the bridge when it gave way, and they were sent careening off the edge into the waters below. Catherine Barrett is joining us now from Mount Vernon, Washington. Catherine, what have you learned about the cause of the collapse?
Well, Wolf, it's been just a little more than 12 hours since that collapse happened, so it's early for an official determination of cause. But NTSB, National Transportation Safety Board, investigators are on their way here. They ought to be here within a few hours to start updating us on their process and where they're going to start looking. A few things that we do know, however, this bridge was inspected twice within the past year, as recently as November, and deemed safe and sound officially, if perhaps a bit outdated in its design, but again, deemed safe and sound in its most recent inspection just 6 months ago. We also know that several eyewitnesses report seeing a large, oversized cargo truck which was crossing the bridge and appeared to strike the bridge just before it collapsed. State transportation officials seem to give some credence to that possibility as a cause.
We had a semi-truck that was southbound on Interstate 5 in what we call Lane 1, the right lane. And the size of the load that he was carrying appeared to create a problem, causing him to strike the bridge.
The driver of that truck did actually manage to cross the bridge before it collapsed, stopped on the other side, and is apparently cooperating and speaking with investigators. One transportation engineer that we spoke with earlier pointed out there are some sort of nicks and gashes in some of the framing on the bridge here that do suggest that something, at the very least, scraped it or hit it in some parts. That's one avenue, one possibility. Washington Department of Transportation investigators say they'll also need to get this mangled mess of steel out of the river in order to examine it, see exactly where it failed and why. Wolf?
And so, folks, are there alternate routes nearby, or people are really going to be driving way out of their way to make this important stretch?
Well, it's a vital artery, really, between the Canadian border, Washington, Oregon, and points south, a huge amount of commercial traffic, tourist traffic, of course. Interestingly, though, the Border Patrol and Immigration and Customs agents had, for the Vancouver Olympics, made sort of contingency plans for alternate routing if there was an incredible gridlock at the border, because we are closer to the Canadian border here, and they've apparently put that rerouting plan in place. So you're seeing actually slow but smooth traffic of a whole lot of semi-trucks over another bridge that is not much farther away from me than the mangled one you see behind. So it is an inconvenience, and it could go on for weeks. It will take them that long, certainly, to even affect temporary repairs, probably. Wolf?
Yeah, it's a major interstate, Interstate 5, and you don't often see an interstate, a bridge like that simply collapsing. Catherine, thank you. The collapse already stirring up the heated